Shalom, shalom. First off, I give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Rakakadash, Yahweh being the true name of Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai being named for His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, and taught us truth and will well. Inside history, hopefully, that person's truth and honesty and sincerity. It's Brother Yahweh Sop, because you know this is Spirit Power, Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahushai. And this lesson's coming to the Spirit. As many were watching the game last night between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Bengals. The Chiefs ended up winning. And then something after the game is what I want to speak on that happened was pretty spiritual. Was this. Alright, there was a huge fire that broke out after the game in the field, near the practice field of the Kansas City Chiefs, and it was surrounding the parking lot for a lot of the fans, and it broke out pretty big. You could actually see it live on the news, the flames going up, and the reason why I say that's spiritual is because we are at the end times, the end of the world, man. And if some of you know the history of the whole NFL and the football, the very first game, the very first Super Bowl, not the first game, but the very first Super Bowl was held between Kansas City and the Green Bay Packers. And here we are at the end of this thing, and you have one of the team that has the most appearances for championships right now in the end days and the last times, in the year that hopefully we see all prophecies come to pass. We have them back in the Super Bowl again. They've made a couple appearances within the past 5 years, and have basically in their division have been on top. Now, what do the Chiefs represent? They represent Gad, all right, the North American Indians, so-called Native Americans. Well, they are Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, of the tribe of Gad, the Native Americans, okay? And there's a prophecy that's written about within the scriptures, and it says this, Genesis 49:19, Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. Now, besides the fact of the football game, all that shit's folly, bread and circus. All right, but it is a prophecy that, the people, Native Americans, will rise up again at the end when Yahweh Shai comes back, what the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Now, another spiritual aspect is the mere fact that a fire broke out, period. Because everybody is relaxed in their folly and thinking everything's sweet, enjoying, and meanwhile, when they're going out to go get ready to celebrate, they got to face a fire. And that's exactly how the Lord's going to send His judgment. It's going to come unpredicted. Unpredicted, man. And this is the first precept that came to mind when I was seeing that fire break out was 1 Thessalonians 5:3. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So everybody's saying peace and safety and happy that, they won. Meanwhile, you got a fire picking up. Now, what's to say that what could have happened is that thing spread more towards the actual stadium. It was already touching the parking lot. And let's say, hypothetically, obviously it didn't happen, they put it out, but one of the cars caught on fire and exploded, I mean, who's to tell how bad that could have got? But I've never seen a case where after a game, people can't leave the parking lot and everything gets shut down because they got to put this big old massive fire out, man. And that's the spirit, man, because the Lord ain't with, America. The Lord doesn't care about your NFL games and things like that. Now, bros are into it. They watch it and shit like that, just for entertainment. You have a good time with Akim and brothers. Yeah, we watch the football games. Me, myself, I like watching the team, the Chiefs. I'm from Kansas City myself. But we don't worship that like the rest of these people do, man. Because while we're out there prophesying and bringing out the word, you had people coming up here trying to, instead of inquiring about the Lord, when we clearly got scriptures in our hands, talking shit about the game. As if we really give a big shit about what happened. Because a lot of this stuff, man, as you all know, I've been paying attention throughout the years in different championships. you could clearly see that certain things are rigged, and they want certain teams to go to the Super Bowl for financial purposes. If they have a certain agenda in that city, and that city needs a certain amount of money, and they want to develop certain things, then they'll cause that team to win, or even go to the Super Bowl, period. A lot of that stuff really be set up, man. It'd be just as fake as damn near WWE. I mean, you got actual catches and tackles and things like. I'm not putting that to the side, but nonetheless, it's all folly, man. Okay, it's bread and circus. It's something that's used to distract the people from what's going on in the world. And meanwhile, what's going on in the world is this. You got Alexa predicting World War III to start in a viral video. And it's basically said Alexa is World War III is saying November 23rd, 2023, this year. They're saying Russia will attack Germany when they asked Alexa that. Well, here it is right here. Let me see if it'll play.
Starts on November 23rd, 2023 at 6:05 p.m. when Russia launches an attack against Germany. World War III starts on November 23rd, 2023 at 6:05 p.m. when Russia launches an attack against Germany. World War III starts on November 20th.
Okay, so you guys heard it, man. You heard it. And it's a spirit of war going on right now. You had the U.S., Biden just sent 31 tanks over there, man. Germany has officially already declared war on Russia. So if this happens, hey, that's it, man. This would be the last fucking Super Bowl. That'd be spiritual if they actually beat the Eagles. Because that, like I said, we brought out that prophecy. And this isn't a prophecy of the damn football team winning. I'm not going into that. I'm talking about the actual people or the Native Americans rising back to power, along with the so-called blacks and Latinos. Those are all Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, okay? And Esau is a so-called white man that went out the whole earth and committed all this genocide. He's prophesied to go down at the end times. And then Jacob rising up to power. And that's going to happen via the Lord's return. But prior to us actually rising to power, all hell's going to break loose on the earth. If you think that little fire was something to look at after the game, wait till you see your entire country burning in flames, man, with that lake of fire. And that's going to come via the thermonuclear missiles. Nuclear destruction. That's prophesied within the scriptures. Revelation 11:14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. That word woe just means war. Yeah, World War II is in the scriptures, and World War III is prophesied to happen. If you didn't know that. So the second World War is already gone. It's past. The third war is coming quickly. This is the book of Matthew 24:6. It says, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So all these things have to happen, but the end is not yet, man. Wars and rumors of wars. Everything that's going on over there in Europe, that's wars and rumors of wars, man. And you got Israeli forces over there fighting Palestinians, I believe, or Pakistan. I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, in the Middle East, that's just temperatures rising up too. Heavily. Deuteronomy 28:49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. This is the prophecy of the so-called right race Esau, Edom, coming and taking down the Israelites, okay? And coming over here to North America and committing genocide and slaughtering. It just so happens that this Super Bowl coming up, you got Chiefs, represents Native American Indians, playing the Eagles. Who represents the eagle? Esau. Look at his nation, his national bird, the eagle. America's bird, man. So it'll be spiritual if they win it. It'll be pretty spiritual if they win it. If they don't, they don't. Whatever. It's just football. Folly. But what happened after this AFC Championship game, that fire breaking out, inspired the lesson. because that's how everybody gonna be caught off guard, man. They right as they kicking and miss kicking it, all of a sudden you're gonna have a bomb hit somewhere. All of a sudden. This is the book of 1 Thessalonians 5:2. It says, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahweh so cometh as a thief in the night." And how is a thief? The phone hit the chime on that one, man. How does a thief come? When you least expect it. You don't expect the thief when he pops up. You'll never expect it. It comes when you least expect it. They sit there, they study your schedule, your behaviors, what time you leaving the home, what time you coming back over a period of time, and then they plan their method of attack. And that's how the Lord's going to come back, man. He's going to attack when this place least expected it. In the midst of celebrating some folly or marriages or whatever it is they want to kick it, or even football games, all of a sudden a war type attack is going to happen and catch everybody off guard, man. You know? But yeah, man, that's it on that. It was just the spirit. We try to use everything as spiritual examples, you know, to edify the body of what's going on, especially when the eyes are all on a certain event, you know. Lord's will was edifying, though. I'm going to go ahead and close out and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, Natasha's truth and will well. And salutations to Jehovah, like His truth and honest sincerity. Shalom.